Hey friends, I'm feeling really out of it and bad. I have a condition called idiopathic intercranial hypertension, more commonly known as pseudotumor cerebri. It's called pseudotumor cerebri because it mimics the symptoms of a brain tumor. What it actually is that my body makes too much spinal fluid, and it puts pressure on my brain in the backs of my eyes and causes me to have all kinds of different symptoms. They can vary, especially in intensity from person to person. Like my sister has this, but hers is kind of very different from mine. But for me, I know that when my aphasia gets worse, because I always have aphasia, but when it gets worse is a sign that my pressure is building up. And aphasia, I'll think I'm saying one word, but something else will come out. So I'll say the wrong word. I'll get my words mixed up. A lot of times they'll be kind of close, but and most of the time I'm not even aware of it. Carl or other people point it out to me. Mostly Carl. Carl always has to point out everything that doesn't make sense, but which sometimes is a good thing, and sometimes makes me want to strangle him. Okay, Carl. All right, come on. I have aphasia. Let's just not go this way. Anyways, I've had this condition or been diagnosed with this condition for over a decade now. And the main way it's treated is usually you take diuretics, like a diuretic pill, and then I've got some migraine pills, and then periodic lumbar punctures. Now, I don't take diuretics. I took them for a long time, and they caused more problems. Like, they made me allergic to sunlight, and caused me to start having neuropathy in my hands and feet. So I just do lumbar punctures. And what I have found over the years is that if I have a lumbar puncture about every 1.5 to 2 years, then I'm okay. My last one was in 2022. And I think the frustrating thing with the pseudotumor is I won't realize it's getting worse until it's real bad. And so earlier, like last month it popped into my brain that I probably need to have a lumbar puncture, because last month I noticed that my aphasia was really bad. Like I was repeatedly saying the wrong word, like in the same conversation after correcting and stuff. But I've been really busy, and I've been trying to help other people and do work and stuff. And anyways, this week I've been starting to have headaches again. I used to have this chronically, and thankfully it hasn't been chronic in a while. But this past week, like, a whole body, mentally and physically, has just been, I feel like, breaking down. And my headaches have gotten worse this week, and the past couple of days it's been migraine level, where I'm like hypersensitive to light and sound. And then also, like with the pseudotumor, I'll have trouble processing things. Like earlier, like I posted a video about the stupid Tylenol packet, which, to be fair, man, okay, like, yeah, it has some instructions on it. My vision is going. I can't read small print on bottles and stuff. So anyways, I still said the design fail. They didn't make the text bigger for us old people. Anyways, but like, and my eyes are so sensitive to light, I don't want to look at anything. Like earlier, I'd have my friend drive while I laid in the passenger seat with sunglasses on. I ended up finding like my swimsuit and putting a black swimsuit on top of my face as we were driving, and the sun was out. And even with that, I felt like the light coming through was just really bad. And then when I had to get out of the car, I had to walk with my eyes closed and let him lead me, which is usually what Carl does for me, or would do for me in the past. Like, we'd get out of the car and stuff, and I would just have to close my eyes like a blind person and let him lead me into the building, or if we were going back out to the car. Anyways, I want to make this video because it's been so long since I had a really bad episode of this, and I had kind of forgotten about it, because I got my short-term memory things, and I don't know, I've been all up in my feels lately, and just kind of reflecting on how much I struggled physically and mentally over the last 20 years with different things, and I got a little help here or there, but I was very, I don't know, prideful and stubborn and stuff, and I think in the beginning when I tried to get help, well, at first I didn't know what kind of help to ask for, and then it took forever to find some good doctors, and even now I still probably need to see some other kind of doctor. I feel like there's something else up with me. My whole body is arthritic. I've been having all kinds of muscle and bone pain. I haven't been able to get out of bed for the last couple of hours. I'm tired and fatigued, but my whole body just, it's for me, I'm pretty, I don't know if it's bad or good, it's probably both. I'll push myself. I don't realize that my body is nearing a breaking point, but I'll push myself, and as soon as my body and my mind know that there's not another appointment or due thing that's due immediately, my body just collapses. Now that I think about it, I did I've collapsed a couple of times in the last few months. It's usually when I get done with a conference or a trip somewhere for whatever. When I leave to go home, almost always on the travel day I leave to go home, I end up having to pull my car over. I think the last time it was just a 6-hour drive to get to my house, to pull over 3 times to sleep and rest. Usually I only make it an hour away from wherever I'm leaving before my body just breaks down. It's yeah, we can't go anymore. And anyways, I just want to say that I'm thankful I had that weight loss surgery, even if I have a lot of complications from it. And I'm thankful that my health has been as good as it has the last couple of years, and that I am able to do things like move and dance and be active and stuff, because I wasn't able to do those things for a long time, and feeling ill today has been a reminder of what my daily life used to be like. I used to have migraines 4 or 5 days out of every 7, just chronic, and I'd have to go lay down in a dark, quiet room. I couldn't do anything. I'd feel nauseous, also the sensitivity to light and stuff. Oh God, it's just my reminder for myself that, damn, I used to experience this on a daily basis. And, that's why when I physically feel okay, I think I feel compelled to go do things and stuff, because it's you never know. You never know when your body's going to give out. You never know when something's going to happen. So when I have the energy and I feel physically up to it, I have to go do stuff, Anyways. Alright guys, send me some good vibes that maybe after a night of rest, my body will recover enough for me to actually have a little R&R time this weekend. I've been working really hard the last month, and especially the last few weeks, and I'm very close to the beach, but I've only got to go out to it for a little bit. I'd really like to go spend the day at the beach before I have to head back home to Alabama.